Welcome to a YouTube video. I said a YouTube video, man. Hey, welcome to the anatomy of you. And in this video, you know what I'm saying? This video is posted on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you listen, but don't take everything literal. This is something for you to gain some information to decipher for yourself, so you can take that knowledge, apply it, and turn it to wisdom. So I put together this presentation for basically to open up your mind to see the body differently, if that makes sense, okay? Because a lot of people still look at the human body as something normal or something regular, or just a skin suit or just a meat suit. When you have a whole world inside of you, most of the things that you see externally exist in the internal world inside of you. So, I feel like once you open up your mind to this type of field, you will want to connect with different aspects of your body. You would want to work with different aspects of your body and truly see what's going on in your internal realms. All right, so about to get into it. The anatomy of you. Excuse me, my voice is a little cracked right now. But the anatomy of you, the mind, body, and spirit, is projected in your eyes every day. Life to show you everything outside of you comes from within your own being. The body is the anatomy of the universe, down from planets correlating with different organs within the body, along with zodiacs function in different parts of the body. All right, so you can also search this out for yourself. Hold on. I had to drink some water. But you can decipher this for yourself, okay, with the things that you're reading. So with the zodiacs on the body, you got Pisces at the feet, Aquarius at the calves, Aries at the head, And then when you look at the planets, you see how the planets correlate with the body and the bones. It's all talking about you. Religion, spirituality. Shit, nigga, when you look at space, that's everything external is a reflection of the internal world. Now, let's dive into the organs of the anatomy of the body. First, we got the pineal. The pineal gland's main function receives information about the cycles of day and night. For this reason, it assists in producing melatonin. More specifically, the right amount of melatonin at the right time, so your sleeping periods are fulfilled and well. All right. And with the pineal gland, it also has a lot of spiritual significance as well, which we will get into. All right, so when worked with and activated, it assists in the many spiritual awakenings one has, also symbolizing enlightenment, inner vision, and a deeper knowing of self. The concept of the pineal gland is known as the central point, or the seat of the soul, interfacing the body and soul. It is another brain in the body that plays a huge role in consciousness, assisting in existing in higher realms of consciousness, and really just higher realms of self within. All right, so it's not something that's just, oh, my third eye's open, my pineal's activated, I can see all the conspiracies in the world. No. This shit ain't got nothing to do with knowing about reptiles and all this extra shit. Okay, that's cool and all, but it's a journey of self, a journey of self-enlightenment, self-divination. All right. Yes, that's all it is. You. And it's always gonna be you. All right. So next, the pituitary gland, symbolizing spiritual significance in regulating energy and emotions. It regulates your body temperature, hunger, thirst, which all deals with chemical reactions in the brain. This gland is the bridge between awareness and perception, giving you the ability to access energy through chemicals and emotions that may assist in magic, like cyclomancy, and connecting with your energy on a psyche level. Now, I'm always gonna bring up anime. In anime, right? You can see in Dragon Ball Z, some of the characters use anger to activate certain energy, or to activate their energy field, to basically get ready for chaos, to fight, to go to war, or whatever that may be. You know, look at Vegeta. Vegeta uses his ego in order to become stronger. He uses his arrogance. That's what drives him. You know, when you look at Naruto, man, they cultivate with the elements within and without. But they really connect with their own energy field on a chemical-based level, you know, whether it's food or emotions, just like we just talked about. It's mainly emotions, though. Connecting with your emotions, you can trigger a lot of different chemical reactions that can take you to a lot of places. You know, this is why, that can perform many miracles. Now, there's a lot of exercises in different books. I don't want to keep bringing up books because books is just a false extension of you. And what I mean by false is, books is, when you surpass books, you realize books is not what it is for real. But anyways, in cyclomancy, a lot of exercises, they really request that you, in order to activate certain chemicals in the body, they want you to visualize your favorite food at its peak. So if you like your steak crispy as hell, or goddamn medium, or whatever the fuck else, you feel me? And that's what gets your taste buds sizzling and all hot. And that's what you would think about in order to activate different chemicals within the body. Really that dopamine, you feel me? In order to perform miracles, in order to move things with your mind, in order to manifest, basically. It's very interesting, bro. It's very interesting. Look deeper into that. All right. Now, these glands also symbolize the tail and head of the dragon. The tail serves in stability, balance, steering, and speed. The head of the dragon symbolizes stealth, protection, and wealth. To wrap this up, the anatomy of this, along with its metaphysical associations, the symbolism reflects staying centered, grounded, having a deeper spiritual and metaphysical understanding of self. Mastery of self comes with power and control over the mind, body, and spirit. And seriously, because a lot of people, for some reason, are just not realizing that they are spiritual. You got people out here talk about, I'm spiritual. Duh, nigga, everything's spiritual by default. Nigga, the spoon is spiritual. Goddamn, a door is spiritual. It's nothing but energy. It's nothing but breath, breathing. But once you learn to seriously have control over you on many aspects, nigga, that takes work. That takes work, not just gazing and crystal work and hoping and believing and not all that. You feel me? That shit takes work. Internal, constant work. You feel me? So, keep that in mind, run with it. Alright, so now we're gonna be talking about basically what they speak on in religion. If you don't know, I ain't gonna get too deep into it, but anyways, we're gonna be talking about the canal or central tube in your spine. The tube helps connect the lower generative sensors of the body with the brain. Hold on, let's go back. There is a fluid that goes up this tube known as the two forces or two serpent snakes. According to studies, this fluid is called cerebrospinal fluid. In many religions, this fluid is known as the kundalini, a force that activates within you once it reaches your ida to your pingala. The kundalini can be drawn up through the central spinal canal, also known as the sushumna. The sushumna. I think I said that right. I really hope I did, but look. Or invisible spinal tube. The moment this force hits the brain, it opens the center of spiritual consciousness and inner perception, which causes the awareness of spiritual illumination. Now, this is what I mean by working on it. Your kundalini, or that energy alone, is already at a base. It's already at a root, and or sacral, and or solar plexus, depending on who you are. But once it hits those stages, nigga, you gotta work You're going to have to put in work either way. But you're going to really feel it once your kundalini hits your heart chakra. You're going to feel it once you really work with that energy. When you visualize it going up and down your spine, your back. And you can also merge this with breath work exercises and a lot of visual work. Because this energy is not going to move just because you're spiritual or doing crystal work or talking to your ancestors. That shit doesn't matter. You got to really, really put in the work. Like, this shit ain't got nothing to do with, being a starseed or none of these labels and titles. That shit doesn't mean anything. Now, the mind is potent enough to change the relative alkalinity of the muscles. One alternative of this tells you alkaline increases your electrical potential to have prana, which is energy, flow internally and outside around your energetic field. You are capable of producing alkaline in the body through meditation. While the body is at rest or still, your nerves and muscles produce alkaline. It's possible to feel this sensation in your body as you keep your mind calm and awake, as well as the body healthy and fed with electrical foods. Alright. Hold on. Okay. You fill the body with electrons with conscious breathing. At default, you can rehydrate the body by simply breathing. Alright. So, what I also mean by hydrated is you may get a hunger feeling and think that you're hungry, but whole time your brain needs oxygen. Your tissues need oxygen. You need to breathe. You need to be. You need to sit still. Alright? That's why I brought up that oxygen tissues become starved when no oxygen is in your tissue, just like we said. This may cause the feeling of hunger, while in reality your tissues and brain may be lacking breath. The more breath you regulate, the more alkaline you produce, which also produces acid in a body that needs that balance. Now, if your body is over a certain level of alkaline, nigga, you can die. Same thing with acid, you can die. This is why the body needs to produce a balanced amount. You know what I'm saying? pH level and acid. So, and that says a lot. That truly says a lot. It says a lot. Not gonna get too deep into that. But there is nothing mechanical about the organs in the body. The body in general is far from being just mechanical. The organs in the body constantly program and reprogram on a physical and spiritual aspect, which is really one and the same. I really don't know why I broke it down like that, but organs hold some form of intelligence. They do more than keep the human body alive and running, as it absorbs, communicate, form, and reform just like we do. These organs act like us, as there is no separation or ultimate difference. Full will control over these organs can perform miracles that seem fiction, just as miracles can happen when you have will over the physical body. That's interesting. Man, I've been working like 2 to 3 days on this presentation. More presentations definitely will be coming in the future. Y'all let me know what y'all think so far. You know what I'm saying? And if you made it this far, I appreciate you for tuning in. Let me know what you've learned. Let me know what you learned. Go ahead and still apply some more work. And I appreciate you for tuning in. Until next time.